Guys, come on. Grealish has been carrying a team. What are we talking about when we're talking about carrying the team? Aston Villa from relegation. Isn't that carrying the team? Okay, what's the difference? Because it's not like Messi carried the team to a Champions League win. He didn't even get to the Champions League semi-final. What are you saying he carried the team? To what? To Copa del Rey. Copa del Rey.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Welcome back again, guys, to the most biased Fulltime Footy podcast.
Except we're back.
We're back, and obviously a lot has transpired since we last were in front of a camera. So I feel like Max should tell us all about it. What happened, boy, this week?
Wait, what happened? Specifics. I need specifics. What happened?
No, I'm asking. On a certain night, I was asleep, so I don't know what happened. And I've switched my phone ever since. So I don't know.
Was it not the seventh night? Was it not the seventh night?
I feel like obviously that's the hottest topic.
Yeah.
Something that needs to be addressed. And I'm telling the truth, I didn't watch it.
No, but there's no need to address anything. I also didn't watch it. I just because I already knew. I was just waiting for confirmation. So.
But what do you think about it? What do you think about it?
No, I'm very happy.
What are your thoughts about it?
I'm very happy about LM7. For those of you who don't
This for LM7.
For those of you who don't know, the GOAT Lionel Messi scored his 7th Ballon d'Or, 7th Golden Boy. It was on Monday, yeah? Yeah, it was on. You wouldn't know as well.
Yeah.
It was on Monday. I feel like he deserved it. I feel like it was long overdue. Biased, but that's how I feel.
Those are big views.
Yeah.
That's a big opinion.
No.
What do you think? Just throw it.
Yeah. I mean, it deserved it. Yeah, it was. That's why it was obvious who was going to take it. For me, I just saw it, Messi Mukai. It's the year Messi won his first. The thing I get out, the fans were crying about it doesn't have an international trophy, that's what. Got it again, give him his props.
What are you saying?
I've got a lot to say. That's one thing for sure.
That Copa America.
I feel like
that Copa America Cup was too heavy for it not to bring the golden ball. That's how heavy it was, and that's how the playing conditions.
Wait,
it was tough.
Wait, that's why I'm saying I've got a lot to say, because that's part of what I would also like to address. That's also part of what I would like to address. But the first thing I want to address now, and this is very important, guys. Lionel Messi has 7 Ballon d'Ors. For me, he doesn't deserve to have 7 Ballon d'Ors. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Messi has 7 Ballon d'Ors because of his talent.
Okay.
So Messi is a born talented football player.
Yeah.
True.
The way he plays the game, it's always going to be attractive. Even when he's 65, he's going to have that talent within him. So when he plays the ball, it's going to be different to how you play the ball.
Yeah.
Because his talent is just above everyone else.
Yeah.
So are we then supposed to give him Ballon d'Ors just because of that? And you know why I'm saying this? It's because when you watch Messi playing, I'm telling you, you'll be fulfilled. Uzoba happy. That guy will go to midfield, take the ball over the top, through the defense, hitting, what do you call them? Lobs.
Yeah.
All that shit. That's his talent. It's something that he can do. Yeah. There are a lot of talented people, guys, out there.
Yeah.
But Warner, it's not like Manji, we have to give Messi the Ballon d'Or just because Messi is talented. I'll see how okay, he's
Yes,
talented.
because Akira Ballon d'Or is given to the best player.
No,
Give it to the best player.
what's the best player?
The best player is all those things is just
Yeah,
mentioned.
all of those ones.
I don't care whether he's talented or value can and the way he plays is not hard to-
So do you know what then that comes for me? I agree what you're saying now, which is what I'm saying, which is the pure talent of Lionel Messi. Then that means Messi should have won the Ballon d'Or from the first day he played until now, because Messi plays like that. That's who he is.
No, not really.
I think
Okay, when the years when Messi didn't win, was it because someone was playing wonderfully to the eye more than him, in terms of him being more attractive, him being more playing beautiful football the way he does?
no, it was not like Uguti was playing better, attractive to the eyes. It's not that. Uguti,
What?
let me comment. Konale ya Ronaldo it was about output here up front. It was just not. Yeah, Xindo may ignore it. It was just too. It was too much. Uguti.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
So
So then-
when everything and he came for his team. Everything was working. Uguti Ronaldo is the best in this year. It was above Messi, and I agree.
But-
I don't remember which one is it, but I think there's.
But
one.
if we do look at Ronaldo's game, it's not the same as Lionel Messi's game.
It's goal based.
And his game, exactly, it is goal based. But he did win the Ballon d'Or. And that's not with, you see the way that Messi wins the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
It's different to how the other players win the Ballon d'Or.
Wow.
Because of what you were saying now.
I also think it's different, and you must accept even in the way he loses Ballon d'Ors is different, because
So now,
I think the levels for Messi and Ronaldo in terms of what they need to do in order to win the Ballon d'Or or to win an award, the standards they've set for themselves, they are higher than normal players. So even when Ronaldo loses the Ballon d'Or, even when Messi loses the Ballon d'Or, he loses with stats that if anyone had those stats, they will definitely win. But because they've set the level so high, they can lose with good enough stats. He was a top goal scorer in La Liga and a top goal scorer in Europe, and that was overlooked because it's Messi.
it was not overlooked. It wasn't overlooked. What did
And
you
even in Copa America was like the best at everything. It was his.
Do you know then what
dominant.
I then want to say? Tina, yeah, we grew up, obviously, we were once young, we were once 6 years, grade R, 1, 2, 3. They used to read stories for us back in the days. They would read us stories about the past. Or when we go to grade 9, they would read us stories about the wars, stories about our Shaka Zulu.
Yeah.
Even today, they're still making movies about Shaka Zulu and what he did and all that. Then that then caught to me that in life, a good story is very important. And South Africa, I know we love good stories. The Ballon d'Or should be about a good story. Not to say when you were born with this talent. And by that, I mean in 70 years' time, someone will be watching a story about the Ballon d'Or 2021. How 2021 Ballon d'Or, Sibukela is story, or like how we're about to see amazing shit that is so inspiring. Just to see Messi crying at Anfield after a 4-0 loss. And you're telling me that's a good story? Come on, guys. That is not a good story. The Ballon d'Or should be about a good story that it makes sense to people, it inspires people. When I can tell me, Pella, if you are telling a story, you have to start at the beginning and to the end. So at the end of Messi's story, it will be 6-2 about Roma. It will be 4-0 with Liverpool.
It's two.
That's Messi's story.
It's two.
It's not even 2. Messi has 3 Champions League wins out of 7 Ballon d'Ors. So tell me, what story is going to inspire you? 3 out of 7. Even the first one, if we're talking about that story, it's a story where Barcelona went through because the referees were paid. And we all know that. So for me, that story is boring, man. I'm not gonna pay big bucks to go watch that thing. What am I watching?
Now your points make sense, but the Ballon d'Or is not the Champions League.
It
That's
is-
the first
Yeah,
thing.
and
That's the
I
first thing.
feel
That's the first thing.
like well, when he says this, then Drogba should have a Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
when he says this.
Yeah.
About he
The
has a
first thing is
story.
that-
No,
The Ballon d'Or is not the Champions
Mara, listen.
And if you
listen.
see, okay,
When you're a great player, you lead your team to great things. You can't say when you're a great player without achieving great things, guys.
what do you mean? I'm not from Argentina.
For what?
I am not from
This
Argentina.
nigga hasn't played a Champions League final in over 6 years now. 6 years.
Boy, I'm,
6.
I'm-
He's got 2 Ballon d'Ors. Nigga, just nyela, guys. Okay.
Boy,
What type of story I was trying to portray to the world?
I'm not from Argentina, but I can tell you now that the people of Argentina, they probably don't give a shit about the Champions League. What they have is a trophy that they've wanted and they've never won in 28 years, and he delivered that.
But the world at large.
And
Do you know? Okay. Do you know that?
And do you know-
that probably Maradona has a better story in Argentina than Messi?
Yeah, but we are talking about someone who has 7 Ballon d'Ors now, better story or not. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he has better. He has 7 Ballon d'Ors.
And-
I mean, I'm not gonna dispute that.
Kevin,
What
I'm
I am
trying-
saying is
Kevin, I'm
that
trying to-
Messi is getting the 7 Ballon d'Ors because
Because
of
of
his talent,
talent. And-
not because of an amazing journey that he undertook.
Well,
and
again, it's like you wanna overlook who someone is the best just because
Just his
there's
talent.
no
What can he
story
do?
or clash moment layer.
What can
Just
he
watch
do?
football. That's
No,
why
you
I
know,
always say,
you know
watching
why I'm
football
talking
is
about.
the
I'm
best.
talking about being the best. There are a lot of players who are very good. A lot of players, but
But
we
like,
wonder
even-
why are they not propelled like Messi?
they are not good
Who's
enough.
as good as Messi consistently?
yeah.
Who is good as him?
Good doing what, bruh? So you're telling me when I'm being good against Eibar, when that warrants you to win the Ballon d'Or, and when Bayern Munich come calling, when you tremble. Come on, nigga. That nigga, they lost 8-0 against Bayern. It's 8-2. Where was Messi? You're supposed to be a god, nigga. You're supposed to be 7-time Ballon d'Or winner. You're the best player in the world. Come on, guys. Just think about it. When against Eibar, that's where you're moving lobs over the goalkeeper. It's annoying, man. It's annoying. It's annoying. What does it tell kids, man? What are kids learning from that nonsense?
That's one thing I think, Kevin. There is no player on that team can beat a team on his own.
There is no way.
But when you have influence,
I
you have
want
to-
Ronaldo, the reason why he has clash moments. Ronaldo, I mean, I
He's
see
good,
him
he's-
as a striker.
he's a-
Drogba has a lot of clash moments with Drogba. I won't compare it to me. Oh, also Ronaldo is more talented than Drogba.
Nah,
Wait,
Nah,
Kevin,
Got that.
Mina, I can definitely break it down for you. Messi has to have at least 5 Ballon d'Ors.
because of the Champions
7.
League.
2019. Van Dijk was supposed to win that thing. Why is Messi winning the Ballon d'Or in 2019? Because of a free kick against Liverpool. Come on. People hit free kicks all the time. And it's not like that free kick is the best free kick of all time. It's not.
Thank you, Willie.
How? And then why is Messi winning the Ballon d'Or? Come on, guys. I'm talking about a guy who went from Southampton, a fucking whatever team that it is, not even top 6 in England. He went to Liverpool, and the difference that he made, everyone could see, everyone could tell this is the difference that Van Dijk made, and it propelled them to go to the Champions League final. And I think
You won it.
they won it. And then someone goes to Anfield, and even if you say you put in a good performance, I don't expect you to lose. You're winning 3-0, nigga. When you're supposed to be the best player of all time, not today, all time, when there is no one who's technically better than you. And when you can score 1 goal, nigga. What are you teaching to the kids? What kind of story is that, guys? What kind of story is that? And then Messi wins the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. No, guys.
Like I hear you, boy, but you also sound like you are saying you're contradicting yourself in a way, because you're saying if you cannot win the Ballon d'Or because you have talent, and every time you play you have talent. Yes, correct. And also then you say if you are Messi, then you must not lose.
For me,
And
no.
when you lose,
No.
When you lose, it's on you. When
Okay,
you win,
so
when you win, it's your talent. But
Okay,
when
so
you
when
lose, it's on you.
Okay, so in 10 years, when you're gonna allow Messi to lose 8 times,
8 times out.
8, he won two Champions Leagues in the last 10 years.
And that is what
10 years,
That is what I appreciate.
and that guy has won 7 Ballon d'Ors.
That is what I appreciate.
10 years, It's literally 2 out of 6,
guys.
guys.
Even in a losing team, you can say that guy is the best.
And that's why I appreciate.
He is a good player, but to what extent? To what?
I think it shows about a Hambile Pasus how he carried the team. I think we always take that for granted.
And that's the thing. That's another thing of carrying the team. Someone was telling me about carrying the team yesterday. What is he carrying the team to?
That's another.
To what?
Okay, let's compare.
What was he carrying the team to
now and when Messi was there? At least because we input Niana Pambi.
Guys, come on. Grealish has been carrying a team. What are we talking about when we're talking about carrying the team? Aston Villa from relegation. Isn't that carrying the team? Okay, what's the difference? Because it's not like Messi carried the team to a Champions League win. He didn't even get to the Champions League semi-final. What are you saying he carried the team? To what? To Copa del Rey.
The league.
So I am proud.
But I'm saying,
proud of Copa del Rey.
Okay. Look at this Barcelona. Look at this Barcelona team.
I know.
Look at this Barcelona team.
Okay. Tell me, hey, what is Messi carrying the team to?
He carried them to the Copa del Rey.
And that's Ballon d'Or waiting for you.
I'm not saying.
No, I'm saying that's Ballon d'Or waiting for you.
You don't realize if Pass is going to Europa League, about the best they can achieve is going to
guys.
Europa
League. No, listen. I'm not disputing that. What I am saying is that there are other players who are carrying teams elsewhere, but no, they're not recognized. Messi is recognized because it's Messi.
When I'm saying, you expect to Messi.
That's what I'm saying. He wins because of his talent, not because of a good story. The Ballon d'Or should be about a good story, not
about his talent. He has the talent. He has to.
Football is a team sport.
No, guys, we can't do team. No.
Guys, never. One person.
No, listen. We're not gonna look. It's not gonna be nice looking back on the Ballon d'Or. We realized that Snyder didn't win the Ballon d'Or. That nigga won the Champions League in 2010. We went to the finals of the World Cup in 2010. Messi didn't even fucking win shit. Maybe probably the league. I don't get it. But somehow he won. It's gonna be painful, guys. Looking when we're older, we look back. Van Dijk hasn't won the Ballon d'Or. Mohamed Salah probably hasn't won the Ballon d'Or. Lewandowski hasn't won the Ballon d'Or. And for what effect? To please Messi.
And I think,
for what? What are you pleasing Messi to? Last 16 of Champions League. When you're saying that man deserves to win the Ballon d'Or.
Guys, sometimes we have to clarify what's the criteria to win. What is a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying the Ballon d'Or should be about inspiration.
No.
That's your view.
That's your view, boys. That's your view.
I mean, I want the best player.
Guys, a young kid when he's watching football, he's looking up. He's like, I would like to be like that guy one day.
I'm inspired by Modric.
That's what I'm saying. The Ballon d'Or is fucked up. It is fucked up. I am inspired by Kaka.
Kevin, I feel like he always likes some underdogs. That's why I feel Man.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I
support Man U.
Fuck you. Do you know why? It's because the underdogs. That's a good story, man. It's a better story than Messi winning the Ballon d'Or every day. Every year, Messi's winning the Ballon d'Or every year because Ella is beating Eibar.
Except that, to conclude everything that has been said on this topic, boy, that is why I like the Ballon d'Or, because the Ballon d'Or is an individual award.
No, I don't like it.
Whether you are playing for Watford or you are playing for, it's an individual award. As shit as Barcelona was, as shit as Argentina was.
It's also about competition.
Yes, no, I understand that. Truly, I understand that. And if you win it, you are the best player in the world. You are the best player. We're not saying, but your team lost 3-0. But when you're in that team, what did you do?
That's what I'm saying.
And that's exactly what the award is for. That's the Ballon d'Or.
You
see, if you're saying Barcelona won the Club of the Year and you're protesting that, obviously I will say, what did they win? But it's one person, and that's why I'm saying when you're saying.
Have you ever heard of that notion? When you are blessed, you're blessed to bless others.
Yes, but what can you bless that Barcelona team with? That Barcelona team.
When if you are great, you have to bless the Italian team.
Okay. I can appreciate how he has blessed it now that he's left.
How did he bless it? 3 Champions League wins. The team went fucking bankrupt when he was busy losing against Bayern 8-2. That shit is embarrassing, dog. It's embarrassing. I'm telling you, it is embarrassing.
And then he left. The team is going to Europe. It shows you how bad the team was. That one person made the difference.
Man, I mean, this thing of Messi carrying Barcelona, I don't get it. 3 Champions Leagues. 3.
Kevin,
Guys, the Champions League is the ultimate. That's where the best that's the best competition.
Okay.
That's why when you prove yourself, when you're great, you have to prove your greatness on the greatest stage, isn't it?
Okay, then according to your statements, then Jack Grealish was not carrying Aston Villa.
That's what I'm saying. What was Messi carrying the Barcelona to? To what effect was he carrying Barcelona to? He was carrying them to Anfield to lose 4-0.
All I'm saying, Kevin, is that
he was carrying them to Rome. Let's talk about Rome. Even Anfield is not even a thing. Roma.
No, I hear you, boy.
Do you know Manolas?
I hear
that
you.
Man, Iniesta was still there. You can't tell me that Ikuri is a shitty team.
And that was a shitty team and a shitty manager. And did we win the Ballon d'Or that year?
You won the Ballon d'Or. Even if he didn't win it, he probably won it somehow, some way. We know it.
Yeah, but now he has 7.
Yeah,
Now
11-7.
And you know why? The other thing that makes me say this, it's because Messi, during his speech, he said, I probably won it because of the cop.
Yes, he knew. Very well.
Why? Who says that in their speech? It's someone who knows that they don't deserve. They're trying to justify themselves.
I think it's that's how you view. When I view to you expect more from yourself now. You set such high standards. I know Ronaldo now.
Exactly. That's why Messi feels like he did little. But somehow he won the Ballon d'Or. He doesn't understand it.
Not compared to others, for himself, he knows his talent.
No, even compared to others. Guys, as much as you are saying that Lewandowski probably didn't win the Champions League this season, the fact that they robbed him last season, you should at least compensate for that, guys.
Okay, so
you should at least compensate for that.
No, but just so
that guy was supposed to win the Ballon, not Lionel fucking Messi, man. For what?
I'm saying they should have awarded the Ballon d'Or to Lewandowski last year.
Yeah.
If you are giving Lewandowski the Ballon d'Or this year for what he has done last year, then you're overwriting everything that.
No, it's not like Lewandowski was horrible this year.
Based on
he was playing well. He scored goals
against what? Against Eibar.
What was Messi scoring goals against? Who was Messi? That's what has been my argument.
Eibar.
Next step, what are we comparing?
Come on. Do you know that thing of company? It's probably even worse than Kef.
Exactly why.
Something that nonsense which plays at 4 a.m. No one is even watching that nonsense. 4 fucking a.m. Who's waking up to watch that shit? I mean, now half the world was sleeping that time when Messi was playing that nonsense. And then somehow that thing is more valuable than Kef or whatever. And then they wins the Ballon d'Or. For what?
It's a Continental Cup, boy. It weighs the same as Euro. It weighs the same as AFCON. It's a Continental Cup.
We all know that the Euros weigh more than everything else.
Why?
It's because of quality and also television.
Yeah, but what brings in the quality? It's the money and how they sponsor it.
Yeah.
For me,
no,
you know what?
The American thing is not easy. When you watch games,
it's not easy. And plays it for you. You cannot just do it. And for someone that they've said you can never play in a different league, can never win with Barcelona.
Yeah,
he did without Barcelona now. Now the question is something else. Now it's not that when you're assisted by Xavi, what, and Barcelona, what. He went and won a cup in the shittest
World Cup.
The Copa America, in the shittest environment ever, something that plays at 4 and there were no fans and it's the most physical thing after AFCON that I've seen. You went there and you won and you want to come and say you deserve it.
Come on.
I'm not taking it.
Come on.
It's not happening.
Come on.
I think
you know what?
This one, LM7 is the sweetest.
It's the sweetest.
No, you know what?
That's what you want.
For me, Messi's story at the end of the day, it will just be like that story that I'm not really inspired, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
that guy has just been favored. I don't know why, but it's just been. He doesn't deserve 7 Ballon d'Ors, and I feel like we all know that 5 at least.
Why are you keeping it to 5?
It's because 2010 he shouldn't have won. 2019 he shouldn't have won.
But you see, Kevin, If you go
2019, he shouldn't have won.
If you go
we
around-
all know that he shouldn't have won in 2019.
If you go around and scrutinize every Ballon d'Or winner because now they have 7, you find out maybe there is one Ballon d'Or winner that won it in the 90s, maybe.
You won a Ballon d'Or.
But you're not going back there. The only reason you're coming for Messi now is because he has 7.
Yeah.
You know,
Please
because of the
No,
second
it is.
Yeah.
It is because he's 7. Undeservedly so.
You should have had,
Undeservedly so.
you should have had what, 5?
5. Messi should be kept at 5. 2010 he was not supposed to win it. 2019 he was supposed to win it. And 2009, I'm telling you, they robbed Chelsea because they went and paid referees after not giving Chelsea 3 penalties, if not 4 penalties.
Yeah, that one. That game.
So you are telling me Messi was not gonna win the Champions League in 2009. Ronaldo was probably gonna win the Champions League and win that Ballon d'Or. But anyways, what can we say? It's the golden boy. 2011 he wins the Champions League. Okay, it's fine, it's deserved. 2012 record-breaking season, 91 goals, fair, fine. 2015, okay, his best performance. 2019 for what, guys?
Kevin.
2015, I will agree. That's a highlight reel moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just go back to what I said. Really, what I said before, I think it was episode 11. Boy, there is no way. Let's just leave the footballing and all the talent. And there is no way we have Ronaldo, Messi, or we have Messi, Jorginho, and Lewandowski. Messi has just moved to Paris. He's just made a big move to Paris, and you need the most marketing that you can get. And the award is a French award. Yes.
Yeah.
So there is no way you miss the opportunity. And after so much that has happened, there's no way you miss the opportunity to have the best PR to bring the
Do you
most
see now?
attention to your team.
Do you see now? That's why I was saying. So what's the point of the Ballon d'Or?
I'm coming to what I'm saying.
Come on, guys.
I told you just before
embarrassing.
that, if you have a Messi, you have a greater PR. Now you can put 7 goals in front of the Eiffel Tower, 7 golden goals. With Lewandowski only going to put how many goals? Why? It was not going to be interesting. Now you have Messi lighting up the Eiffel Tower.
So-
now you have Donnarumma and Messi, the PSG player.
So is that what the Ballon d'Or has been reduced to? It's embarrassing, man.
It's French after all.
It is
saying
embarrassing.
You can look at all the footballing reasons, but also don't overlook the marketing side of it.
I understand that marketing.
Don't overlook the marketing
No.
side of it.
The Ballon d'Or is not about that.
No,
That
it's
thing
not
should
about-
be about
Yeah, it
inspiration.
should be about-
Yeah, it shouldn't about that, but I'm just saying that also you
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
Fuck off,
don't
man.
be blinded.
But what I mean, from I think 2019, man, I've been beyond the Ballon d'Or. I don't care about that nonsense anymore. Salah is still the best player in the world. He's probably not even gonna win it. Messi's gonna win that thing. Messi's gonna go to the quarterfinals with PSG.
2018,
And then Messi's gonna win the Ballon d'Or again because he's going to win that nonsense, that farm that they. Well, when I'm in France,
I think it's.
they're farming
it's
grapes
last
there,
one.
Messi.
This
and-
one.
Eh?
He's gonna cap it at 7.
Yeah.
LM7.
LM7.
Unless Ronaldo.
No, it's because he will be so mediocre that even those guys who are gonna make him win, they won't even be able to justify it. That's why he's not gonna win it, because he's gonna be so mediocre, just like the way he was playing in his Man City. He's going to be getting fucking kicked out in the quarterfinals. I'm telling you, he's not getting past the quarterfinals. That thing I'm telling you, he is not. That nigga will always be kept at 3 Champions Leagues, and it's because he knows that in 2006 he didn't do anything. He didn't even start the final. Fucking hell, man! 3 Ballon d'Ors, 3 Champions Leagues out of 7 Ballon d'Ors. For what? For what?
Yeah, Kevin is good people. It's
I will go right.
Yeah. You can't tell me greatest stage when we win by 3, and you have 7 Ballon d'Ors somehow, some way. There are players who've been, guys. Ronaldinho has been there, and he was very talented. He won 1 Ballon d'Or. 1.
Yeah, but Ronaldinho didn't. It was consistent thinking I can try discipline. He wasn't gonna win many Ballon d'Ors.
But the
he
fact
wasn't constantly good season in season out for consistent.
the fact of the matter is that he was talented, right? Just
Yeah.
like Messi is. Messi is winning this thing because of his talent,
Yeah.
not because of his contribution or whatever in a good story for the Ballon d'Or, which would make sense for me, because I think Lewandowski's story would make a lot of sense for the Ballon d'Or. Van Dijk's story would make a lot of sense for the Ballon d'Or. Salah's story would make a lot of sense for the Ballon d'Or. Messi,
But boy,
Losing against Roma, guys.
Kevin just wants
You guys, you know what, I feel like,
yeah.
no, it's because
this
it's
time
the
is-
greatest stage.
And this
guys.
time is off because they didn't use the Champions League because there was, when there's Euro and there's Copa America, they always check the Champions League and check that as well. So
Guys, in every sport, there is the greatest stage. In boxing, you want to be fighting Mayweather. You know, the moment you fight Mayweather, you know you've made it.
Yeah.
You know you're the guy. And when you go and beat Mayweather, then you show us when you're the best in the world. How so when you're fighting against our unknown, and you're beating those unknowns? It's the same thing with niggas like Conor McGregor or whatever. Those niggas were telling a lot of people, and then people who were with his match came and knocked him out like piece of shit. And when you're still giving him the ballon d'Or for what? For what? That guy. I'm telling you things. Messi won 4-1 against Roma. 4-1. 4-1 at Camp Nou. That game, the next game, you can even bet your Salah Barcelona is going through. It's 4-1, guys. First aggregate, and somehow he didn't make it. And he's the best player in the world with the most talent. He can score goals. To what effect?
That's it.
He wins 3-0 at Camp Nou against Liverpool. How? I'm betting even everything. You can bet everything, guys. You can bet everything that when he's going through. And then somehow he goes and he stumbles and he cries there at Anfield.
Well,
I like how you.
I know how, and you overlook some of them. Because
Overlook what? I'm overlooking what?
Okay,
I'm overlooking what that he did.
Okay, let's look
A
at
cheap goal against Eibar.
Okay. Let's look
What
at
am I overlooking?
Let's look at that 3-0.
What
against
3-0?
Liverpool.
I'm saying that
No,
free kick
I'm saying-
was good, but
okay,
it's not like
okay.
that free kick is the best thing ever
Okay.
to have ever happened to football.
Leave that free kick alone. Do you know what happens in the 87th minute of that game when it's 3-0?
That's-
Messi passes Dembele, it doesn't
Dembele.
score.
That's
Dembele.
poor
It comes-
decision.
it
That's
comes
poor
back
decision
to-
making from him. Isn't that poor decision making from Messi?
Kanjani gave
You could have scored. Mara, you could have scored.
Dembele was free. It was
Messi could have scored
But
that
it's
goal.
not- but it's
No. Messi could have scored
But
that
it's
goal.
not like Dembele. But
Come on, guys. Messi could have scored that goal. That's what I'm saying. That chance was very clear for him.
yes, because he's Messi also.
Why did he shift the responsibility?
Because he was in a clear position than him.
But Messi could have scored that
It
goal.
was free point. It was free
There's
point.
no message at least as someone when I was saying it can
I'm
score
not giving to you.
Guys,
Not to put any player could have scored.
Messi didn't go to Anfield and lost 3-0. He lost 4-0.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Four.
But in the first game,
Even if they had
did
won 4-0,
everything to put on the team,
even if they had won
and we have a
4-0,
manager,
even if they had won 4-0 at Camp Nou, Messi was not going to. If the game was playing the way it was playing, Messi was not coming out of Anfield still. They would have won 5-0 Liverpool.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah,
Maybe you're right. But
Guys, I'm telling you, Lena, you are
Kevin.
celebrating trophies.
Kevin.
You celebrate trophies 3 times. The whole of Messi's career, Lena celebrated a trophy, Kai 3. Mina celebrated trophies 3 times in a row. In a fucking row, nigga. With one man. In a row. Every year after year, producing the biggest stage of all of them. Biggest stage. He was knocking out fucking Conor McGregor, boy. He was knocking him out. Even Tyson Fury wouldn't be a match, man, for CR7. He was gonna fucking knock him out.
The thing you are saying, I'm saying the same thing about Drogba. Because every final are celebrating because of Drogba.
No, Drogba is one Champions League.
You saw Uti. I'm just saying, in Uti, when you reach a cup final, Drogba won't disappoint Uti. It's because of Uti. I want to say. Yeah, this guy Drogba place him on top of any other striker. He's not the best striker.
But when a striker, when your game is goal based, it's easier to see the output.
When
Do you
you
know how difficult it is?
No, Mara.
To score
I
as many
think
goals
you know-
as possible.
you know-
you're in the ground in Asha.
You know-
one every year.
No, do you know what's the greatest story in sports?
What is it?
Michael fucking Jordan.
Yeah.
Nigga won 6 NBA finals out of 6. Why were they not recognizing him if he was gonna go to the final and lose, or maybe lose in the first round or whatever? But he fucking won that thing, the finals, with his teammates, And that's what makes him the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
He was
I
fucking
don't know
winning.
shit basketball. Like,
You can't tell me that Messi is the greatest of all time for winning 3 times.
Kevin, I'll tell you again, the Ballon d'Or is not the Champions League. Because all your points, they are coming back to I won 3 times, Messi won. Like your points are
I feel like
Champions League.
I think we're always gonna have a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like
Also,
at the end of the day, we don't look like we don't perceive maybe their greatness the same. When I look at other things, when I just see what's about Messi, when I watch Messi,
You see,
I'm like,
just like how
I've
you've
never
said
seen
it
this
before.
thing before, and I'm probably never gonna see it again.
Just like how you've said it, that when you watch Messi, even yourself, you can not do anything. You can just play football and not have an assist, not have a goal.
Yeah.
And
you
to do that and also compete with the goal scorers of the world, Lewandowski, Ronaldo,
playmakers.
and you cannot overlook that just because you are saying he has talent.
Yeah. And it's not like Messi doesn't work hard. Yeah, there's this thing.
It's like,
you can't be this consistently. Without working. Obvious talent is there. And, yeah.
That's why you win.
And you cannot say Ronaldo is talentless.
That's why you
Yeah, you can't say Ronaldo doesn't have talent.
You cannot do all that shit without
you see that talent. That's why Messi wins that thing. And because he's soft-turned those guys.
And a point,
whomever they are,
and that's why,
fuck them.
and that's why I myself.
They don't know football.
That's why myself I would like the story because it shows the amount of talent that Messi had to play for such a horrible team in the last 3-4 years.
Just because it's Messi, it's not like Messi is the first player to play for a horrible team, guys.
No, I'm saying
people have been playing for horrible teams out there and doing big things.
But
they are just telling like mediocre like Messi, and then you say that it's because he's playing for a shit team. He's just mediocre, him and his team.
Okay.
You can go to Anfield and when I don't score one goal.
But to play for that team and still come out with 7. That's what I'm saying. To play for that team and
that's why we're saying
7.
You
it's
know
a good story to say.
That's why we're questioning the 7. That's what we're doing. We're questioning the legitimacy of the 7. That 7 is not legitimate. It's illegitimate, that thing.
Yeah.
Messi should be fucking arrested. Should be getting fucking arrested for winning 7 Ballon d'Ors. He should go to jail, man. And he has to go to prison for winning 7 Ballon d'Ors. He's stolen gold 7 fucking times. He's been stealing, that guy. He's a thief. What goat is that? Oh yeah. He's supposed to have 5. But anyways, yeah, I think you should even cut it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
But we can keep it on. I think it's 37 minutes.
It is what it is, man.
37 minutes. How wonderful of the 7.
It is what it is. So one thing I'm saying is that Mina, from now on, I'm not down Ballon d'Or. I don't give a shit about it.
You see,
it's trash.
Kevin.
It's trash.
That's how I felt about football stats and awards. Many years, like since 2015, I felt like football was being overlooked. If you can just produce a stat and say this is the amount of goals that I've scored or this is the amount of assists that I've had, people already like you can come with a better. I've seen stats saying Ozil has more assists than a Xavi.
Yeah, that don't have stats.
Which is true, but if you're watching the game, you're not watching stats. You watch the game. I'm not saying Ozil is not is a lesser player than Xavi in terms of everything, but I'm saying stats can be misleading at times, and that's why when you win Ballon d'Ors in terms of stats and in terms of goals and everything, sometimes it overlooks how good you are as a player, and if you are following stats, and even myself, when it was 5-5, I did not really care about the Ballon d'Or. Even right now, I won't say Messi is the best because he has 7 Ballon d'Ors. It's just good to have, for once, to have something to back it up, because every time you talk about a player, you always come back to, but how many goals does he have though? But you know how many, you can go on Google and Google the exact stats that, this man
that's why it's so hard for midfielders and defenders to win.
Do you know what's the nicest thing? Ronaldo has 5 UEFA Champions League medals and Messi has 4. So that's it for me. Ballon d'Or,
so
I'm telling you.
So Ronaldo has 0, Messi has 7 Ballon d'Ors.
What?
Ronaldo has 0, Messi has 7. You don't care.
Because you say Ronaldo is -5. I don't care about it. I mean, as long as my nigga went to the final, I mean, I was happy.
That's a nice song.
Barcelona fans,
That's a nice song.
the last Messi last kicked a football in a UEFA Champions League final before even VAR does. No, Messi doesn't know how it feels to have VAR in the finals. He doesn't know it.
Probably true, boy. Probably true. But again,
It's trash.
man, trash.
Well, Messi is not trash. The organizers of the Ballon d'Or are trash.
No, boy. I mean, I do understand your view on this one, and I am not dismissing it, but I'll just say that the Ballon d'Or is not the Champions League.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's continue. We should talk about Chelsea versus Man U.
The Ballon d'Or episode.
Oh, Club of the Year versus the Underdogs.
Club of the Year, deservedly though.
Yeah. But
At
when
least
they,
that's one thing that the Champions League did good.
I don't
They could have given it to Barcelona if they wanted. I could have basically carried you to the Copa del Rey. I take it.
no, boy. As much as I don't have nothing against Chelsea, but I don't think they deserve to be Club of the Year.
Club of the Year. What?
Who was supposed to be Club of the Year, guys?
I feel like it's the same thing. If you didn't give a Bayern Club of the Year last year, and it's not that Bayern were horrible last year,
Yeah.
and we know Chelsea.
That's a good point.
And we know Chelsea
No.
only came alive when Tuchel came there.
Yeah. That's
Before
what I'm
that, they were
thinking. Also,
shambles.
what's it?
Yeah, Mara,
it's good because they
Mara, you have to take it's the year I need.
Yeah, is it this year or is
Or
it
the whole season?
The season is it?
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
a
I
good
want to
question.
understand.
No,
that's
but
what
it's
always
not-
confuses me about it.
Mara, for me,
it should be the season. I
If-
know it's the
the
year,
season.
but it should be the season because right now the Ballon d'Or has been given for this season, for this year, right? So what happens with the games that are being played now?
For me-
Between now and December, what happens now? And I'm sure, boy,
Or if
Ballon-
it's the season,
and the
then
Ballon
it's
d'Or was
the perfect
awarded.
story for Kevin.
Was awarded
Like,
only.
Huh?
If it's the season, it's the perfect story for Kevin in terms of it dramatic, the comeback, because we were shit when Lampard and then Tuchel came and then we won the Ballon d'Or in the same season.
And the thing is, you won it in the greatest stage. You played against the best players in the world, and you managed to go through.
Yeah.
without-
That means you are the best.
without
No, fair enough.
competition.
Not you going and playing against ABA. Pella, we have to, if we are looking at the league, we can look at the league, but we also have to look at the competition that you get in the league. If we're not a superpower in the league, how? What's the point? So that's why we recognize like the Premier League,
So you
a little
recognize
bit
Chelsea
of
more
La
than
Liga.
Bayern because of the league. That's what you're
No,
saying.
because of the Champions League. They did very well in the Champions League.
Yeah, I don't understand, but Bayern they did very well in the Champions League.
Yeah,
they
Bayern
did
would
well
have
in-
won it last year. I would have given it to Bayern last year.
But this year we are giving it to the team
Chelsea
deserves it
that won
this
the
year.
Ballon, that won the Champions League.
Clean.
It's Chelsea for me.
Clean.
So for me,
So we're not talking
for me,
about-
everything will always come back to the Champions League
Oh, okay.
because that's the greatest stage. That's where you show how great you are. If you don't show your greatness on the greatest stage, then what's the point?
Oh, okay. No.
Pella, when you have to show that you're good at something when you're under pressure, then when you're just gonna come out as cool, which is Messi. Messi has never come out as a diamond in the last 6 years.
Okay, what is called?
He's been coming out as cool. Alright, this thing we put it under pressure. We're expecting a diamond. Oh, Elisha again. Next year, I see a Zama foot. Maybe the pressure will be enough this year. Elisha again. I'm a Lasha, man. I'm a Lasha is 6. Okay. No diamond, nigga. The nigga is not doing well under pressure. He's not doing well under pressure. I mean, I can't be put under pressure when you are not able to come out as a diamond. It means when you're not good enough. Or some other people are coming out as diamonds when they're under pressure because they're very good. They're able to. So Salah need Lasha Lenu.
But
Baby.
Chelsea against United.
What a game.
What a game.
I watched the game.
Wasteful.
And obviously we were playing shit. Dyer is good, guys. That's good.
Chelsea was wasteful.
Hmm?
Wasted chances. For me, people Tuchel was saying he was happy with the performance. I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I expected more.
That performance is
Because just because Man U, I saw it was so poor, why Why are we not going for the kill?
Yeah, but even if you're saying about chances, it was just, I think,
Yeah.
it
It wasn't that many.
It was us chances.
was that chance of
Calamatino doing
Odoi and Rudiger. Those are the two clear chances
Yeah.
that I remember. That's like, okay.
That's why I'm saying I wasn't happy with them. A performance for me is creating chances.
You were not even supposed to get the penalty, but anyways, what can you say?
There was a penalty in that match.
Yeah, they scored the penalty.
That's
These
how-
niggas, they charged them.
But
But the thing is, yeah, it was a penalty.
And
But
that's how-
I feel like the penalty, a penalty. This thing we should keep redefining it, because there was no goal threat there.
And it was just but it's a foul.
It is a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul.
It is a
Yeah,
foul.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's why I'm saying we need to redefine this thing.
No, I
Because
think
this thing, you get it, if you're just on the line, suppose you're on the 18 area, you're on the edge, on the other side.
Facing your.
Like you're even facing that other flag.
Well,
You're not even
that's how-
facing the
that's how
goal.
we got a
And then
penalty.
someone
was facing this way.
exactly. And then someone touches you. When now you're getting a goal scoring opportunity. Guys.
No,
But there's nothing to do about
There's
it.
nothing
A
I
foul
can
is
do
a
with
foul.
you. Unless
A foul is a
a
foul.
foul is a foul in that area. Whether I was dribbling
Yeah,
back, if you
yeah.
foul me in that area, it's a
It
penalty.
is a penalty.
If you
So
give me
for
a
me,
card,
it was.
that's a different story. Because
Yeah.
but
It's a bitter.
penalty, but not a
Yeah, if you try to change that, the complexities are gonna come. Too
Because
many
now-
No,
things.
definitely.
You must say how are you saying? How do you classify that I was facing?
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of issues there.
Yeah, so yeah.
But it was a
So
weak. It was
for me, it was bitter.
Yeah, it was a weak penalty.
I was not happy, but anyways.
Now I
it
was
is a
happy
penalty.
with the way you scored. Now I was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
really angry at Georgina.
No, but the
still
way-
I could understand.
the way
If
the
you-
way we played, that's
That
the
was
only
poor
way.
from Gigi.
That's the only way we're going to score.
that was
Something
so
like
poor
that
from
or a
Gigi.
corner.
Yeah. I don't expect that from a professional footballer. What Jorginho did there.
I think because
Mr.
Ebola-
Nigga, you just need to control the ball.
Mr.
Control the fucking ball. Bring the ball
I
down.
think he tried to
Oh,
be
kick it.
fancy, like to.
Oh, kick it.
Kick
Yeah.
it again.
How?
Yeah, I should have kicked it. Because Utaka was saying, "Go to the
Christ.
lights."
Worry, they said that.
Lights.
Yeah,
You see,
Let's kick it.
Kick it because Vele you can't see it clear.
Yeah.
if they put Kevin,
But
there,
because you can see that he was trying to control it there.
yeah,
Yeah, in a fancy way, food.
yeah. If they put me or Kevin there in that situation,
I mean,
I
I
don't
think
know,
that's
too.
I can have an excuse about lights, me and Kevin. When you play under those lights every day, so
Exactly.
what's your
Exactly.
you know most their lights.
Exactly.
Why
Especially because when you
And if
play,
you can
especially
kick the
because it's the
ball
home,
out, you can
it's the home of Chelsea.
Oh.
So he plays there every day.
You know
man.
that the lights
He
is
knows
exactly
those
there.
lights exactly. That's how Messi fucking overperforms at Camp Nou because he knows every angle of that stadium. Or one of that stadium, I'm sure Messi they even gave him the civil engineering drawings. Oh na boy, this is how it is. So you can just so that man he can just look that side and then Agora. He can just do anything in that thing because he's just so used to it. And then when he goes to other places where now he's supposed to come out as a diamond, it's still a code.
They gave him all the
Anyways.
wind speed and wind direction. If you shoot here,
Yeah, exactly. So they discuss with him before the game. Hey, wind direction west today. Please. Man. Because if you look at it, guys, Messi's most historic performances have always come up at Camp Nou. Not really, except for when he's playing against Madrid. Then he performs at.
but generally in Spain,
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah. Then against Madrid, that's when he performs at the Bernabeu. But otherwise, anyways.
But that performance, I feel like I've said it off camera. Chelsea, they are unstoppable, but I feel like they have not been. Okay, this weekend against Watford, or not this weekend. When was it?
Yeah,
It was
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday and the game against Manchester United, they were tested in a
The
way.
way. And I think.
Okay, maybe United, because you also don't want to risk everything and end up losing. You can take a point because it's the top 6. But what they did yesterday against Watford, that's how you do. And even if you don't play pretty, if you get the 3 points like they did, it was not a good performance again from them against Watford yesterday. But I feel like if they have those moments, because every team goes through that phase. If they can just conquer them, they can maybe.
And ironic enough, I feel like okay, maybe it's nothing against him anyway. I feel like in Watford, me as a Chelsea fan, I was more scared of Watford in terms of Inter was pressing, they were pressing, they were getting the ball, they were making like creating.
I didn't watch that.
Watford went in their own half, like they were pressing Gucci, they were taking the ball from us and creating chances. I was more okay. We drew it when we were winning Watford. That's just football. What that Watford game, we could have even lost for me.
Yeah, but I feel like
So-
it's the best field because we're playing.
So, for me, it seems like it's probably you guys have found out. Because it might be the turning point and then...
I don't think so. I think maybe
'Cause-
if I have either one
I
of
saw-
the three in my midfield, you can't say Kovacic, Jorginho, I'm fine.
Because that's
You
what
know,
it means.
because I saw someone's tweet on Twitter, and they said, if City ever grabs that number 1 spot, I could try.
Forget.
And it's true.
And it's true.
I remember and I was like, fuck man, this tweet is so clear. Once City grabs that number 1 spot, guys, forget about it.
I remember last
Forget
season.
about
Last
it.
season as well.
And
Exactly, last season as well.
It is that-
We thought they were not gonna win the league.
What they
And then once they took that number 1 position, they were like, bye-bye. So, you have until Christmas.
Kevin, I know that Kevin De Bruyne is not in the team, man.
Exactly.
They are winning.
You have,
That's what happened.
you have-
I say when Gundogan turned into prime Zidane or
Yeah, he did. You have until Christmas, yes, truly.
and we still have
To enjoy.
That's the thing. Club would come to play, so we're gonna be left behind with games. So City is gonna get there.
You
We
have
to
until
try.
Christmas to enjoy top spots.
And we have a lot of injuries.
And then City is
That's
gonna
what-
come back and resume normal services in the Premier League.
Yeah, but if,
And then
if
Nasaman, yes,
one
top
thing
4.
I can say, man, if
We're top 6.
Top 4, boy. Hey, Ronaldo can play in the Europa. You never. You'd rather move.
Yeah, I think if we can go to Europa, Ronaldo will leave.
I bet. For what do we
What do you
do
think?
Oh,
I don't understand. Ronaldo don't messing Europa, please.
not
I won't
Ronaldo.
blame you if you
Mr. Champions League, the greatest player to ever play the Champions League.
I would
You see what I like about this? In the Champions League, Ronaldo is clear. He's clear. Clear.
Yeah, it is.
It's clear.
No one is even close.
It's clear.
No one is even
And it's clear in terms
close.
of goals, in terms of performances. It's just clear, and
It's
there's,
clear.
there's the stats, and that's what I like.
And
about
for me, that's what
him in the
matters.
Champions League.
For me, that's what matters more. 5 Ballon d'Ors,
Oh, okay.
5 Champions League.
They matter now. The Ballon
5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League. I'm talking about Ballon d'Ors that matter, not that nonsense.
Okay.
But anyways, let's continue. So yeah, so Man United somehow they managed to nick a draw at Stamford Bridge.
I was
It was not bad, but I thought I wanted a win, man. Fuck.
Never. You're not going to get a win.
No, it's because it was we were getting there, man, and then somehow one Bissaka fucking.
No, I wonder if we had gotten a 3 points that game, we're going to be delusional. We're going to be saying, yeah, Ole was the problem. You see, after that performance, I don't think any Manchester United fans they have some fake happiness or some fake projections. They just know how shit the team is, and that's what we need. If you're not good enough, it's good to get 3 points. But if you don't get the 3 points, it allows you to reflect well on the game. Because 3 points is good, but after that performance, don't get fooled because we're playing Arsenal today, and
Yeah.
if we continue that performance, if we perform like Saturday, we're going to lose today.
Yeah, we're gonna win today. And those fuckers are not beating us.
You don't rate Arsenal.
Arsenal.
You don't rate Arsenal, or you rate Manchester United more than Arsenal.
I rate Man United more than Arsenal.
But
Arsenal
they are-
is trash, guys.
But
Trash.
they are 2 points, or maybe, but they are.
We're going to beat those boys, man. We're going to beat those boys. Mark my words. We're going to beat those boys.
Let me just get.
Our fan,
I think the top
Ateta
players.
Ball.
There's a
I'm not child those boys.
But they are very high in the league. What are you saying?
No, I think they are 2 points ahead of you.
Give
And
me-
many
Who?
points behind you. I'm not sure.
I want to see the
United.
team. I want to see
No,
the
you're
team.
Arsenal.
Where's the team?
Nah, man. We're even gonna finish the season on top of Arsenal. So.
Oh, that was never a question. That one is. We know. We can flip-flop around each other the whole season, but when it's time,
Exactly.
United is going to be in the top 4. I can't say the same
So-
thing about
So Arsenal,
the Gunners.
just forget about it, man. So today I was watching the highlights from the 2009 game between Arsenal and United.
The Ronaldo one.
Yeah, the semi-final.
When
I was like,
Ronaldo pulled
fuck,
up.
man. That's just...
When Ronaldo pulled up.
I watched those highlights, man. I was like, this is what football is.
Wait, you're talking about the Champions League?
That one, you know that one.
The
That
Champions League
one.
one?
Yeah, he scored a free kick from nearly the center line. Nangijala free kick here, yaka miss. Against him, no. That nigga scored a free kick from the center line. No, but did you see Ronaldo's one? No, did you see Ronaldo's one, dog?
Yeah,
you know it.
They're losing.
I mean, the commentator was like, this is too far for Ronaldo to think about it. And before he finished that sentence, that ball was at the back of the net, in the back of the net.
It was like that Rashford free kick against Chelsea. Remember that Rashford free kick against Chelsea?
That Rashford free kick against Chelsea, the technique is the same. It's not the same thing.
But it was not the same stage.
It's not the same thing.
It was a cup, Carabao Cup. but
It's not even the same stage. CR7 was Champions League semi-final. You know CR7 Champions League semi-final.
Champions League.
But that man has lost the Champions League once. So he's been to 6 Champions League finals. And then obviously he lost against Messi.
And that's what I like about. You see, we can go back and forth about who is the best and who deserves what. But when you look back to this era, even yourself, you will agree that Messi's greatest competition was Ronaldo, and Ronaldo's greatest competition was Messi. You fuming that I didn't win the Ballon d'Or, that's probably what's going to fuel Ronaldo to say, fuck, I want to get more, and that's what we live for. That's why it's the game, and that's why the game evolves so much.
Yeah.
They push each other.
I guess we've probably put this matter to bed.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man. And then another game, Liverpool versus Everton yesterday. You could just see why Salah is the best player in the world.
Mohamed Salah.
And somehow he's not gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
Mohamed Salah.
That guy. You see? Did you see his second goal?
Boy, Mohamed
He
Salah.
fucking grabbed the ball from the center line, which is the same thing that as Jorginho, which was a mistake. But wow, that guy can run.
And then one.
Hey, man, he pulled off like a Lamborghini, boy. And Coleman was just sticking there at the back. I could see there's no pace. That man was running, boy. That thing is a sprint. That thing is those 100 meters.
Yeah.
And then you pull. That's what was happening there. That was not about skill. It was just a running competition between Salah and Coleman. Coleman didn't see anything. I was like, grab me, Buffet.
That's one thing you should do.
Obviously, he was gonna get a red card. But I do something. That thing is embarrassing, guys. Do you remember when Bellerin fucking with Pedro? Maybe when I remember Chelsea, Pedro took the ball. I think it was from the center line as well, and then he was going forward. Bellerin fucking pulled up from nowhere, and he just. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, I think I remember.
Chelsea against.
Pellerin was very far.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing, guys. As a footballer, I know that Salah has more pace than you, but I only want to show him some life, Nyana.
That's this thing. I remember I started a clip. I saw. I think Chelsea were trying to track back, and then Jorginho was getting left by a referee.
And not just to maybe an athletic referee.
Imagine the referee is printing ball and that's embarrassing.
The referee just wanted to have a better overview of the game the other side.
Yeah.
And then the moment.
Fella, when you're saving your life, yes.
Yeah, the moment, in fact, I think Jorginho thought he was running. But he saw the ref passing him, then he tried again.
He couldn't get you.
Definitely.
No, but I'm just saying that Salah put that thing to bed. Like you can leave.
Put what?
That goal. Like you can have all the pace in the world, which what I don't like about all the other players in the world that have pace. Because they can have pace and do the right
nothing
thing.
fruitful
Do
from
the right
it.
thing.
Yeah. You have to be fruitful about your pace. the paces will be fruitful.
You see Salah is giving that
Salah,
moment
yeah,
that
definitely.
he's delivering at that Ronaldo and Messi level.
Don't be a fan.
2-3 seasons ago.
He is. Yeah,
Every game he plays, you expect a goal.
You do.
And from nothing, you see that finish
Plays
for his
very
second
well.
goal. For his first goal. That
For his
finish,
first goal, that's a beautiful finish, man.
and
That's beautiful.
he makes it looks easy, and it's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not. Nah, the guy is superstar level now.
But Liverpool
Superstar level.
have won starting from that 5-0 against United. I think the last 3 matches they've won it 3-0, 4-1, 4-0.
But they got charged by West Ham. So
Yeah, no, I understand, but that's what they do. If they try you, they've not scored. They've scored more than 2 goals for the last 18 matches now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I watch Liverpool play, I'm like, I don't understand when this team loses. What's going on?
Henderson.
You know that moment when you're so good that we don't understand why you lose or you draw.
It's football.
Like we should understand why when you are. For us not to understand why you're losing.
Yeah,
It means when you are very good. And that team is good, guys.
It's relentless, man.
And it's
They're
exactly.
gonna keep coming at
It's
you.
very relentless. Those niggas they attack 90 minutes, no rest.
I was watching how they press. I watched Jota.
Ah,
I was
press
watching
Jota.
one man, Jota
Exactly.
only.
Exactly.
From the start, Jota will never press. Will never go and press the goalkeeper because why would I go? If I go and press the goalkeeper, then you pass behind me, then I'm gone.
Yeah.
If you want to check how strikers should press, please go and check Jota how he presses the ball. If a defender has the ball, you don't go and press the goalkeeper because you allow him to pass to the goalkeeper, then the whole team pushes up, then they close the spaces. Because if you go and press the goalkeeper, it's going to pass where you're from, it's going to pass the city, and then it's done.
Yeah, so it was just another sad day in the Evertonians. Another derby loss. Those niggas have been losing the derby like nobody's business, man.
They won it last year and they won it
They won?
because of Ancelotti.
The one last year.
Yeah, because of
Against
Ancelotti.
Liverpool?
Yeah. I think Ancelotti's one.
You lie.
Yeah, the last one they won it because of Ancelotti.
Really?
Yeah, recently. Was it last year? Yeah,
Last year.
No, guys. Everton won the derby.
Yeah.
Man, that's a big deal, guys.
Richarlison
I feel like
scored.
Yeah, I think Richarlison-
if-
Richarlison scored.
I feel like if Everton wins that derby, even if they are number 15th,
Yeah, I think they won
they'll
it.
be
I don't
content.
know in how many 20 something years or something.
Yeah.
when they
Yeah,
won last year.
But they
that
won
derby
it.
is a big deal for them.
Yeah, so it's just 1 year, man. Would say.
But that-
Oh, that's great.
But Everton took a wrong turn in terms of the managerial appointment after.
What
Ancelotti
were they
left.
supposed to do?
Yeah.
Okay, but not Benitez.
Very different manager. It's like two
Benitez
different.
he has brought Newcastle players. You see Everton. I watch Everton. It looks like Newcastle.
Newcastle,
Because it's Rondon. What is it?
But Rondon is good, guys.
Okay, but what is it?
I remember Rondon that time when he was playing with Ayoze Perez.
For Newcastle, man.
Yeah.
So he wants to bring.
They were so good, guys. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he's coming from Newcastle.
But
when I remember that Newcastle with Ayoze Perez, they were good.
But yeah, they were good. But it was just.
Yeah, but
In
I
that,
agree,
in
man.
that structure of Newcastle, if you are being defensive and you play on the
But-
counter, it's good to have those players. But now it's Everton, and it's Everton after they've signed Demari Gray, they've signed Alan, they signed
Do you know-
Corey. When you bring Rondon and you
What you're saying sounds like saying Mourinho should never get a job again, which is the same thing you're alluding to. To Benitez not supposed to get a job again.
No, he must get a job, but
Which job, okay?
but you see,
Because the Everton job makes more sense.
yeah, you see the
Which
job.
job? What? Yeah? So you're saying Everton is not good enough for Benitez is not good enough for Everton.
You see,
How much is Benitez fallen, guy?
You see,
No, guys won the Champions League, guys.
Everton
But
are
it's
trying to
fallen.
build.
But he has fallen though.
But not even below Everton standards.
No, but
I was saying that guy has fallen below.
They had a project.
Yeah,
Everton.
he's below that project.
It's below.
That
It's
project.
not the.
It's like Mourinho. Mourinho is still good in terms of managing,
Yeah, he's
and I
not-
think if he can manage an international team, he can maybe
Yeah.
uplift.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
I
see,
don't manage.
when he went to Roma,
Yeah, Mourinho should go there.
when he went to Roma, it's not like a bad team, but it's a good standard for him because with Roma,
Yeah,
we expect a lot of things.
Roma,
If you can just bring Roma to European football again, that's already good enough. And
I think it's
Mourinho-
challenging this season.
And
Yeah,
isn't,
no,
isn't,
Mourinho
it
can
the
do
great,
that.
isn't it the greatest story when Roma goes and wins the league, or
Yeah.
the Champions League?
Yeah, and it's just.
Is it not better than Messi winning the 7th Ballon d'Or? What would you watch at the cinema?
I'll probably watch Messi because.
I'm telling you, truly, I'm telling you, any day, anytime. I'm watching Benny McCarthy going to fucking Old Trafford and reaching the post with a free kick with Porto and getting a rebound and scoring at Old Trafford. It was not Benny McCarthy who scored, but his teammates scored from that rebound.
When I'm always, if you're saying, obviously matches are more entertaining than Ballon d'Or. What am I watching? What do you mean? What do you prefer watching?
Because you can always compare.
What I'm talking about is that if I'm watching a Messi story of the Ballon d'Or, I'm gonna watch him losing against Liverpool. That's fucking depressing. It's part of his story.
Yeah,
We have to put it out.
watching Benny McCarthy walk his whole career there.
I'm not saying watching. I'm talking about
I'm trying to compare apples to apples.
Yeah.
No, you know why I'm saying that. I'm just talking about a good story. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying in the Porto team there's a player who was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or. No, I'm saying I'm just talking about a good story in general. Messi going to win the Ballon d'Or without winning the Champions League or whatever. It's not a good story compared to.
He's not gonna have that story you're looking for when Avavele is great. He's not an underdog.
Yeah.
For
For Messi, it's
when
better-
yeah,
he likes underdogs.
underdogs.
And for Messi, there's no way Messi can be an underdog. And that's what-
Mina,
that is
do you
why-
know what I want to watch? I want to watch Messi fucking keeping Boateng by his ass and going over on top of Manuel Neuer, fucking lobbing him. That man is so big. He fucking lobbed him. You know how big that man is. He even reaches the post sometimes. It's so big. Messi fucking lobbed him. That's what I want. That's the content I want to see.
I've seen that before. So.
That's what I want to see. I don't want to see Messi going to Anfield and fucking stumbling, and he gets praised for it. Anyways. Never gonna end. Yeah, this is the episode for it. This is the episode for it, guys. Some of us will have to vent.
No,
we're venting. It's a vent.
That's why we let you speak, Kevin, because you need to let it out. You need to. You need to
Another great game, man, on the weekend. City was playing West Ham and they won 2-1. Did you watch that game?
City.
Yeah.
It was so snowy, man.
But did you watch the one against West Ham during the weekend?
Yesterday, Brighton versus West Ham.
That was the one that was snowy.
No.
Yeah, the one on the weekend.
That was snowy.
Hey, that was snowy. I thought they were going to postpone that.
Yeah, I thought they were going to postpone it.
Spurs
And
Burnley.
They were Tefmo, my favorite team.
Sean Dyke went up there.
My favorite team in the Premier League. So
Burnley.
yeah.
You see that one, I always fight you on that one. I don't like Burnley. I will fight you.
Burnley is very necessary for football.
Burnley
is very necessary for football. Burnley is the reason why when I won't come and see Lasha when I'm putting you on that pitch. If you beat Burnley, he will come up as Diamond. Man, you'll know Aba. Fuck off.
No, you must respect.
So Burnley is very necessary for the Premier League. You see, Burnley is why the Premier League is called the Premier League.
Respect the Aba man. Respect the Aba man.
Come on.
Respect the Aba man.
Espanol. Where's the Espanol boy?
Celta Vigo.
That's the Barcelona. Celta Vigo. That's the Barcelona derby, boy.
Okay.
Barcelona versus Espanyol. That's the derby. Messi Vela corre 4 goals every. Bilbao is even a better team.
Real Betis was always moving free kicks against that one.
Who?
Sometimes corner line.
Real Betis.
This one.
Real Sociedad.
A brace of free kicks, and then it was the other weekend, and then the next one moved a brace of free kicks.
Exactly.
That season was just cool.
And then what happens when Bayern comes around 8-2? Anyways,
This episode was fire.
it is what it is. It is. Somehow I feel like we've overshadowed the episode. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I hope it will be fire, man.
Yeah, I know it is fire. But there's no way, because I know there is a lot of people who feel this way. So
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of comments.
boy, you see the Ballon d'Or, as huge as it is, and as much as you say you don't care, it's once they give it, it's done, and that's what I like also.
Yeah.
Because once
Yeah,
they
it's
give
done,
it, it's
man.
done.
It's
It's
done.
done.
It
There's
is
no
done.
review.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
done. It's in the
That's what I'm
history.
saying. I mean, I'm beyond it,
Yeah.
and it's a bad history to write.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And as you're saying,
It's not a good
Pella,
history.
look at the word history. Remove the HI. It's story.
History.
It's a story, boy.
His story.
We have to teach our kids these things.
Yeah.
Manje sizobatshela abantwana.
You see-
Phela, when you're teaching those kids, you're not gonna be telling me him or hey, good Messi, he used to kick the ball like this. Hey, he used to come on. And then you tell him, right, though he went to Anfield, Adliwa.
Wathole Ballon d'Or.
Why Roma Adliwa, but I will tell you Ballon d'Or.
Literally.
Oh, I'm telling you, my kid,
That's
when
how
no
easy.
matter how
That's how easy.
mediocre, no matter how mediocre you are in life, when you always make it, because when you are who you are. Guys, the world is tough.
Yeah,
it's tough in life, guys.
You're not talented. You
It's
must work.
it's tough in life, guys.
No,
we
but,
can't be teaching kids who things are that easy.
Yeah.
Things are not that easy.
No, all animals are equal, boy, but you know, others are more equal than
Yes.
George Owen is a fan.
Guys. So the lineup today. What do you predict? Because the thing is, Carrick benched Ronaldo last time around.
You see, when it's all United versus Arsenal, I watched Carrick's pre-match press conference.
Yeah.
And he was busy talking about Fred and why he keeps on selecting Fred. Well, good enough. He has the spirit, but what I failed to hear from all his what he said about Fred and what he brings to the game, it didn't say anything about football. It didn't say anything about football. It was all about fighting spirit and how he has the fighting. There is nothing about football, and that's why I'm clear that Carrick, you can be a good footballer as a player, but it does not mean you be a good manager. And I've seen
Yeah,
it.
what I wish is that I wish Carrick had fucking left the club.
And boy, I don't
It
like.
seems like he was part of the cause.
But there's no reason.
It's
at all
clueless, man.
There is no reason at all to bench Ronaldo. Boy.
Against Chelsea.
Why would you bench
Oh,
Ronaldo?
guys, Pella, tell me now, you can bench him against Burnley. It's fine. How?
That's saying good for
Against Chelsea.
Because the Chelsea are going to have half a chance, and when you have half a chance, you need
You need
Ronaldo
Ronaldo to
convert.
finish that chance.
Wow. And then they're saying it's also this narrative that Ronaldo doesn't press, and you didn't buy Ronaldo to press, so why are you surprised he doesn't press? Okay, against Chelsea you didn't play Ronaldo because he doesn't press. Did
You're
you
not
press?
even you press again.
Did you press?
Team again.
Did you press game? Ronaldo wasn't there. Did you press?
This thing is just showing me that football has evolved, man. Because they were also complaining that Messi doesn't press. Good now, football is all about pressing.
Yeah.
If you don't press, you can't do shit.
But you see, what you
Because I remember even
That's why you're getting so many minutes.
James Rodriguez's career. It
Yeah.
finished because of pressing. He
Yeah.
doesn't press.
Yeah.
Ozil
as well.
Ozil's career was also charred because of pressing.
And
So
that's
I
why
guess the game has changed, eh?
and that's also what's carrying Bruno Fernandes over Pogba.
Because he can press.
He can try and recover the ball. He can try and press. With Pogba, he cannot. He just needs to play the ball. So
Pogba can just, I think, like zonal marking.
Yeah, marks the
not
space,
like
not
marks
press.
the pace, not like
he can never be the last. He can never be the last
yeah.
man who retrieves the ball. But with Bruno, it happens so many times. And if you're not
Bruno
pressing,
can go back and sort of like.
and that's that's what's getting Fred more game time than probably people who deserve to play because he can press.
So,
but if you
so
press,
what I was
you press the right way. You cannot just press alone.
Yeah,
because if you press
what I also realized is that I think Scott McTominay is probably even shitter than Fred. And that guy is hiding behind Fred.
That is
because
true.
every day we are always attacking Fred. But
because
nothing about Scott.
Because he shows up for the ball. I have seen
nothing about Scott McTominay. I feel like we should bench McTominay and then play Fred and Van de Beek.
Yeah, you see.
Because McTominay, guys, he always gets a yellow card. Kure was waiting for his suspension. Kure, at least he must get suspended. I think he's gonna play. Let him get suspended and then he doesn't play. Katena Gama coach, you're clueless, guys.
Yeah.
Clueless coaches. I'm tired.
And the proof for that is that they bought Fred, but Tony didn't buy him. So they saw something in Fred. 49 million, 49, 50 million. 50 million for Fred.
Changes.
And you see, McTominay, I think, is not a CDM. He's not a good CDM. When he plays box to box and or a central midfielder on the other side of the pitch, because he can shoot, he can. He's not a good pass of the ball, but he can pin those forward passes to the wing at least. But that's when he's playing forward. Remember that game against Spurs, that game against Leeds. When he's playing forward, I've never seen McTominay controlling the game from CDM.
You'll never control
He always hides behind.
You will never even control the game. We don't have a midfielder in United who can control the game.
I feel like for him, you, because now I respect him at the end of the day, would say
The only person
who McTominay is your CM. Let's say you have a good CDM. I feel like now you are dropping your standards, and I can understand it's been a while you want a proper title. But I want me to say when it comes to midfield, I don't want to compromise. I want midfield backline.
Must not
Maybe I'm a full back. But it's fine when you have that thing, you can build the team now. When you have,
That's why we don't have.
It's only Pogba there who I can see controlling a game. Maran's problem is consistency.
Yeah,
that guy is a problem.
Yeah,
What's Pogba's problem?
Consistency.
I'm the king of Faro. It's sort of like Neymar.
That's how because we can see.
Do you see Neymar? Do you see Neymar's injured?
No.
His foot literally.
Again.
Oh, he's out until February. So he's gonna go to his sister's birthday again. Fucking hell, man. A waste of talent.
He's always injured.
I guess he did it on purpose because he knew his sister's birthday is coming along.
And that's why.
I miss Neymar was
And but that's why you must not overlook everything. Like it takes a lot to be fit the whole season and still produce. It takes a lot of work on and off the field, and you can see with Neymar, you can see with Pogba. Obviously, there's something that they are not doing.
Yeah,
right.
That the other players are doing.
Because the thing is, guys, someone said it already. Because some people think injuries, it's not your fault, really. There's nothing you can do, it's just an injury. But sometimes it is your fault.
Yeah.
And there is
because why are you injury prone?
And there's
you have to do something different.
The players that are reported not to train very well or not to
they always get injured.
Look at Dembele. Look at Hazard. Look at Neymar. I've never had.
And Hazard you can see.
You can see even Dembele.
Neymar you can see.
You can see.
He doesn't press in the field. He just wanna walk like Messi. And he doesn't deserve to walk. When Messi deserves to walk. Oh, when you're Neymar, no ballon d'or. When you're what's
for what? They're letting the team down.
Oh yeah. Mbappe has a Champions League final, World Cup medal, but Lionel doesn't deserve to walk.
Press, that's a young kid. You must
press. That boy must be running the whole pitch.
But let's talk about Mbappe. I don't see where he's going, boy. Like,
I also don't see it.
I had a good vision about it.
I also did.
2 years ago when he played, when he played against Argentina. Oh, the whole World Cup in 2018.
Yeah.
I knew he was a superstar.
I knew. You see that day I was like, when he did that thing against Argentina.
You see
when the boys are super.
Maybe the problem with these French players, they just want to play together. Oh, well,
that's why I think maybe
great to the player or Pogba.
I think maybe if he leaves, it's gonna be a good decision for him.
Yeah, I think it's
but how is he gonna be with Vinicius that side? Bella Vinicius and Benzema, they're moving.
Vinicius has improved this game so much.
So much, bruh.
He used to be one of the people that I was like used to be at the same level with Dembele.
Yeah.
All dribbling, no end product.
No end product. Now his end product is getting better and better and better.
In goals and assists. And if you are playing that fourth position, even if you don't know how to dribble, if you can deliver goals and assists, that's what you have. And Vinicius is doing that every game.
And talking about Mbappe, I don't know, man. I think that boy is confused because I think you put it nicely when you say you don't know where he's going. Because if you look at him in the pitch, I mean, I don't understand what Mbappe's role is there.
He doesn't look hungry to play football. It doesn't look. It's just like
Yeah,
if I can score, it's
talk
fine.
about hunger, but what is he? Is he a striker? Winger? What's happening?
I think it just needs.
Those coaches, they're also doing the boy wrong, man. That boy has to have a defined position to say, because Mbappe is not like a Messi who can control the game.
He needs to have a
It's
position
not.
defined for
So
him.
at least, what about Neymar? Neymar can switch from left wing to inside. Because Neymar is a ball player.
Yeah.
Mbappe is not a ball player.
Yeah.
You can also even play.
Mbappe is supposed to run behind.
Run behind. So he has to have a defined role in the team.
What does?
Our Neymar, those are guys who you can say free role.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see what
Because
you're
he'll just move around with the ball. He's good with moving the ball. Now Mbappe, you need to figure out his life.
I think Boba will dream of a free role, do anything.
Exactly.
No order.
So those three, they're free. There's no order. Exactly. Those three, they have free roles, and they don't mark. That's the worst thing now. They don't mark. They don't.
I think
Because in football, guys, sometimes I think you just need one player who's on the center, and everyone is kakhalazing, boy. Especially when you play against City, when they're just playing in your own half. When you're playing City, City is just in your own half. You just need to have one man who's just gonna say, if something happens, you pin it
On the run.
and you are running.
Because even with Messi, if you have Messi in the team, if you have one person who's not pressing, it's already a strain in the team. It means
Already,
one
yeah.
person. It means you must just.
Now if you have two other people,
Now you have three. How? And you're not even
yeah.
delivering on the other side of the pitch.
Exactly.
It's dangerous.
Neymar missed a fucking huge chance that game. You see that chance that Neymar missed? Neymar has always not been a
And
good
it's the
scorer.
same thing
though.
with Mbappe. You see Mbappe.
Yeah, he also missed that chance against in that game.
He missed the chance. He
Missed a
also
big
missed
chance.
a penalty. In one, like you cannot like these things. With Mbappe, a few years ago, when you give a penalty to Mbappe and you give a penalty to Rashford, I would say definitely Mbappe is scoring. Rashford, I'm not sure. I'm not saying now it has changed, but I'm not sure that Mbappe is scoring every penalty that he gets right now. That's how unsure I am about him in terms of like his standards. He has set very high standards for himself as well. And I think it's falling short.
Yeah, that boy is an example of today's players. Pace, nothing entertaining. Yeah.
But as long as he can stay fit.
Yeah, and at least he tries to stay fit. Not as bad as Neymar. So he'll probably win the Ballon d'Or someday.
Yeah, there will be no one really.
Ballon d'Or, hey, not sense of a trophy.
Let's do predictions. I think.
Yeah, we can do predictions. We're starting with today's games.
Today's game, let's just make it quick.
Man U versus Arsenal. United is gonna win, man. 3-1.
Man U versus Arsenal.
Yeah, 3-1 to United.
Who's playing whom?
United.
2-2.
I was stunned when I was thinking it was true.
I
3
feel
points.
like
You need to believe, guys.
I'm not always.
Well, I need to have 3
taking
points.
Arsenal. I feel like they are doing something.
2-0 United. I feel like we will win. We
They
need to
won't
win this
score.
game.
Oh,
We
yeah,
also
Arsenal-
needs to just win this game.
Yeah,
So,
in that team, I'm just scared
biased.
of Saka and Smith Rowe. Yeah, those are the boys who can do something.
Smith Rowe.
The rest.
Oh, Saka got injured in the last match.
Oh, it's
I'm
not
not
gonna
sure.
be
I'm
Yeah,
not
he
sure how
did.
long it is,
He
but
did, I
he
think.
got injured.
Yeah, so if he doesn't play, at
starting,
least-
my answer is changing. But I'm thinking, okay, so
Saka is gonna score, yeah. Yeah, Smith Rowe and Saka are the people there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with Aubameyang, but
Yeah, like Arsenal.
Aubameyang is-
I feel like I think Umex was Arsenal. They are doing something right with these kids. And all the old guys, they look like.
Yeah, they look like-
Arsenal have done very well in phasing out every player that has a dent of some bad history. As much as you can say Leno was saving Arsenal, but you cannot differentiate him from the Arsenal era that had Mustafi, Kolasinac. They just went and got fresh new fullbacks, fresh centre backs,
Yeah,
fresh
and
young
those players, they fight.
and
They
they
fight.
fight. Because now if you're Mustafi, you've done everything with Germany. Now you just want to prove people wrong that you can also do this thing in Arsenal, and if it doesn't work, you can always go back to Germany. And that's not right now. Arsenal, I think they're on the right track because the players who look like they want to play for the team and they have everything to lose because they are youngsters. Tavares.
They do. I like them.
Who's that?
Tavares.
Tony.
Did you see what he was doing against Liverpool? He was scared, I think.
But
I think he was also scared. Anfield is scared, guys.
But to make that mistake, you can only make that mistake that he made
That place is
if you are
scary.
trying to be proactive. If you're just passing.
He was under pressure. That's why he was making that mistake. He came out as cold also. He go to here and came out as diamond 3 times.
But Arsenal have a good crowd of players, man. Like, they take things into their own. Into their own.
Spurs Brentford, man, because I can see a good game in that.
Brentford.
that
I'm
game.
going for Brentford.
You at Tottenham's home.
At Tottenham, they got chopped in the Conference League.
But the most.
But it's that I don't know. I can't even say it. I don't know.
And do you know what I can guarantee you in that game? Messi would have scored a chip. That is type of style. Messi is definitely not losing that game. Definitely, he's not losing that game. That's what I can show you. He's gonna hit a free kick chip. I can tell you that. You are one of that one. That one you're producer boy. Messi was gonna show up with that game. Even if that team took the lead, Messi was gonna show up somehow, somewhere. I think that's what he does.
Hey, we're under siege, yeah, under siege.
No, let's continue, man. But let's predict that.
I think 2-1. But where is Harry Kane? The silence is too loud for Harry Kane not turning up in the Premier League. Do you understand that in the Premier League we should have had, okay, we haven't, Ronaldo, and he has performed. As one of the top strikers in one of the best leagues in the world. We want to see that. On the chat, must show that we have Ronaldo. Fair enough, he has shown. We have a Lukaku. I'll give him, he was injured, but when he comes back, we need to see. We have Salah, who is scoring every week. Okay, Vardy is playing for Leicester. Leicester are not firing right now. But we have a Vardy, and I'm sure when Leicester are firing, Vardy is also going to show up. He needs to show up. But I cannot blame him because he does not do that every season, and he's not regarded as one of the top strikers in the Premier League, like top. Then with Aubameyang, he's supposed to be up there as well. We have Harry Kane, the England captain. He's supposed to be up there. Those are the people that are supposed to be lighting up the Premier League week in, week out. And so far we have one man, a Salah only. And for the work that Salah is doing, we are not hearing enough noise about Salah being best. When Harry Kane was assisting, and Harry Kane was not even scoring last season, he was not scoring that much, he was busy assisting Son. All of a sudden we knew that it's very important to assist the Harry Kane and Son combination because he was on the assisting side. Now he's not assisting, he's not scoring. It's the media.
No, with Harry Kane is definitely the media.
It's the media.
Because Harry Kane should have been under pressure now. Because
the media.
if we look back in history, if you don't score in 5 games, boy, and you're a striker, the goal drought.
Even they don't even say 5 games, they say minutes.
Even
it becomes a big
exactly.
number.
Even who's this? I remember who's this guy? When Rooney. There was a time when Rooney went through a bad spell at United. He was not scoring for a long time. The headlines, boy. When Rooney is one player that I don't think has been protected enough by the English media, even though he's British. So our Harry Kane, those ones, the England's eggs.
And that's why, because when they go to the World Cup next year, they'll be surprised that
they'll be busy. It's coming home.
We're not firing, but
those niggas are the most irritating people ever, man.
Coming home, I've never seen going home. Ever since I started watching football, I've never seen. I don't even know where home is.
He has never went home.
In my
man.
life watching football,
In
I have
life, that's
seen
one-
Italy, I have seen Spain, I have seen France, I have seen Germany, now I've seen Argentina, I've seen Brazil. I've never seen home.
England never, guys. Not even a Euro, guys. At least a Euro, okay.
England, yeah, I think it's the first World Cup ever. I don't know.
When was that?
No, not the first one ever. They
Was it
won.
18 what? 1866?
No,
Those
man.
were-
They won.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, moving right along. So you said, what's the score? Spurs, Brentford.
Did I say? No.
You said a win for Spurs.
Yes.
For
Probably two.
no, you said it wins for Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford.
For Brentford.
And you?
I'm going for a Conte win, man. At some point, it's
Yeah,
winning.
yeah. Just because it's Conte and he's so animated with the crowd there at home. I'm at Brentford. Oh, Ivan Tony, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, that motherfucker can lead up.
Brentford is a good team.
Well coached team. That's the thing.
It's giving me those Wolves vibes when they got promoted for the first time. You could feel that they are not Premier League standard, but you
Same as
understand
Leeds.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they gave the top secret.
And my team-
I saw your team, your boys, they won with the fucking penalty. That's
Finally, man. Yes.
Yeah, but they had to win.
They had to.
If they're gonna stay in the
Yeah.
Premier League,
Even
they had
if
to
you win,
win.
you just need to win.
Yeah, even if you win ugly, you just need to.
But Newcastle, they're the richest team in world football. They're the mad.
Yeah, those ones. I wonder what they're gonna do in the market, in the January market.
They
That's
went-
the only thing that can try and save them.
They were playing Norwich, which is the team above them, and then they
They
were
drew.
home. The first 11 minutes to the game, they got a red card.
Yeah.
Says everything about
Newcastle.
Yeah, the game that they needed to win against the weakest opponent because they were on top of them.
Norwich, yeah.
They went and got a red card. Luckily they drew.
Yeah, they drew luckily.
Yeah. The big one on Saturday.
West Ham
versus Chelsea. Yes.
Playing West Ham.
Nathan late.
Antonio.
Rudiger.
Antonio Rudiger.
Rice.
Pablo Fornals.
Ben Rama.
Gerard Boyle.
Do you know Ben Rama, boy?
Trying to compare.
Do you know Lanzini? Do you see Lanzini's goal against City?
Let's respect.
Top belter. Yeah.
Oh, no.
He hit a fucking brilliant goal against City, bruh. Yes, yes. And when it touched the post, yes, what a goal.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, what a goal, man.
Thomas Suchek.
This is gonna be a great game, and it's not a Stamford Bridge. It's not a Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
The bubbles are going to be flying.
It's the bubbles, boy.
No.
Midday. You know
We
midday,
know,
boy.
we know.
It's
No,
not-
that's why I'm just. It depends.
They charge
I
Liverpool.
don't know.
They charge Liverpool.
No, what I'm telling you, just truly, you're not winning. Lapa
Oh, yeah.
winning, boy. You're not gonna win. Okay.
2-0 Chelsea.
Nah.
A clean sheet.
2-2.
What about
I'm
you?
saying 2-2 just because you guys are good. I was gonna give it against you guys. Nah, you're not gonna win this one.
This thing of scoring 2 goals against that. You always predict these goals. It's not gonna happen.
No, it's a 1-1 draw. It's a 1-1.
That's reasonable.
Chelsea are on the
Nah, yeah, just that you can't bet against
And we're
Chelsea.
not in the best shape. Mind you, we're on a bad run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what got the steal? We're on a performance-wise.
Yeah. United versus Palace Sunday.
Correct.
You see, that's the first game that our German coach.
Yeah, that's the first. You see, if this German coach, man, I just wish we would have that on the bounce. We're gonna win all our games until January. We have only bottom teams, like it's only small teams that were playing until January. I think mid-January. So we should probably win all our matches, like all of them, not even a draw,
what you
like all of them.
face and-
Exactly.
Yeah, now.
For the next 10 games, I would really want that honeymoon phase. We're not facing Liverpool, City, none of that.
And that's why I respect Ole.
it's
Because
just
Ole
small teams, man.
has taken all the other the big beatings.
Yeah, you see.
Imagine if the new coach had to play Liverpool,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And to play this Arsenal and to qualify for the
Yeah,
Champions League.
yeah.
Only did that and he was fired around.
Yeah, so he got fired.
You just need to play and win.
Well, now your job is simpler, man. So please, Rangnick.
No, but it's the same thing that happened to Mourinho. Mourinho took all the stick and then he got shot by Liverpool. After Liverpool, then Ole came. We were playing Cardiff. Yeah, all the weak teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I expect from Ralf. At least, man.
Exactly.
That's a minimum. So United is probably gonna win against Palace, but Palace are playing well though. They just don't have the killer factor. But
I'll give it 2-0. I like such to score.
Yeah, this one I'm giving you away. You know what? Crystal
2-0.
Palace won like that.
2-0.
so true.
And Varane is making.
Oh yeah.
But he won't be there.
It's making progress.
But he's making progress. Once we fix that defense, the manager, his only job is to just get us a CPM.
So tell me, if you're Ralf, are you playing Maguire? Because that's a big decision that has to be made. Because, guys, Bailly is clearly better than Maguire. Obviously, Varane, we can't even question it.
Yeah.
Varane needs to play if he's back. So
I think if we play,
who's supposed to play that other spot?
I think you play Varane and you play Bailly.
For me, it was going to be Bailly and Varane.
But I know what other coaches look for and then that's what Mourinho usually did as well. You don't want to play a defender that is not going to be consistent. As much as Bailly is a better defender than Maguire.
But how is Maguire consistent?
But in terms of fitness,
consistent
in terms of
shit.
fitness, boy, in terms of fitness, you'd rather have a shitty defense partnership that's going to last a long time than putting because you can have Bailly, but he's going to be fit for 3 games and then you have to go back to Maguire. And Maguire is shit. And it's going to be more shit if he has not played for a long time.
Maguire is rubbish, guys.
And I also think that Maguire is English.
That boy is rubbish.
And Rangnick, when he signed on the dotted line, I'm sure there was a clause that said, please, you must play our most expensive English defender. At least.
Hi guys, I know Maguire what Nyanta, but like
Maguire,
that guy is trash.
doesn't
You know,
look
like
a football player.
guys, that's why I'm like, what the fuck happened to Maguire? Is it because that's why I thought maybe he's depressed or something going on with his mental health? Because it doesn't make sense. The mistakes that Maguire does, it doesn't really make sense at all.
They are
Because
not
this
football
guy,
mistakes.
there's a reason why we bought him for 80 million, although it was not deserved. But I don't think he's less than 50 million valued at the time. He was good at Leicester.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? To a point where when you can't trap the ball and pass, you can't trap and pass. That's what Maguire is unable to do right now.
He was not supposed to be the captain.
He can't do that.
He was not supposed to be the captain.
Maybe they should strip him off the belt and
I don't know, man. So I wonder what's going on there, man. I wonder what's going on there. But anyways, I also think 2-0. Think 2-0 to United.
Yeah, 2-0.
Definitely. Leeds versus Brentford. I'm gonna be rooting for Brentford.
I'm rooting for Rafinha, the Brazilian, again, and Ellen Road.
I like our rivals, the small teams. But I mean, my teams is Burnley, and my love is growing for Burnley just because Burnley, Brighton, and West Ham, those are my boys.
You remember how they charged Liverpool? How Burnley charged Liverpool last season? That number.
You. When Pope was keeping out everything, I remember, boy. Nick Pope. Like I'm telling you, Burnley is the most important team in the Premier League.
You see, boy.
The most important team in the Premier League. That's Burnley, boys.
When you watch teams, it doesn't matter how the team is, boy. But they're number 10. The player who wears jersey number 10 is probably the player that has more talent and ability on the football.
Yeah,
maybe he's not good
it's
in terms of scoring.
it's actually Barnes.
But with Bailey, it was the first time I saw a number 10 that doesn't have any footballing ability. Just crossing.
Actually, Barnes scores, boy. Guys. I ain't familiar with Barnes. Barnes is good, guys. No. I mean, I'm not gonna agree with Barnes. Barnes, do you know guys know Barnes?
Barnes is number 10.
Barnes is too much,
He's
boys.
number 10.
No. That man has scored big goals, guys.
Why I can count you.
You have to understand that team Vele is not like top class, close to West Ham.
Vele the whole team.
But
boy.
Ashley Barnes is a good player, guys.
Boy.
No, that guy can score.
Okay.
No, Ashley Barnes can score, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, he can score.
Let's please rate the number 10 amongst other number 10s in the league. I'll start with the Watford number 10. Who's that? I don't even know his name, but you can see that this number 10. You go to Madison, you go to like I don't even want to. You go to Smith Rowe, you go to.
Okay. Who was supposed to get the number 10 days? Okay.
And Burnley, let's look at Burnley.
He's supposed to go to Takos. You remember Takos?
There's no one who can.
Or who?
Ashley Barnes is the better one. Yeah, Burnley, it should be.
It should be Ashley Barnes. He's the better one.
The only reason they're giving is because he's the only one that can score. But in terms of footballing ability,
No, leave Barnes alone. Leave Barnes. Pella, you have to question the whole Burnley
you
team
must
in
check,
terms
boy.
of. You have to question the whole Burnley
You
team in
must check.
terms of football.
Like you must check, boy. When you have time, check the number 10 for Leeds. Even check
nah,
Leeds. Check number 10.
No, but the style of play also.
Check
Style of play also.
And that's why I hate about Burnley because the style of play.
That's what I like about Burnley because that style of play is needed in the Premier League. Very essential that style of play. That is
That's
just
why you don't understand. It's Yagole's style of play. That's the one I don't understand. How do they consistently do the thing?
Do you know why I'm saying this? It's because you'll never win 5-0 at Burnley, at Turf Moor. It's impossible. But they do get slapped by Man City 5-0 at the Etihad. But when you go to Turf Moor, you feel it. That's what's important for me. Because when you go there, you know you're going to get tested.
Burnley are just anti-football. Man.
I like that anti-football from Burnley. I like that anti-football from Burnley.
Too much negative.
I'm for Burnley, man.
For one team.
Any day, anytime. Burnley is my fucking team, man.
No, I don't like.
So, yeah, Ashley Barnes.
The only reason Ashley Barnes is number 10 is because
The best player in the
world.
That's what I gave. Come to think of it. Look at the whole league. Who makes us a point? Look, Barnes. Okay, I mean, should Barnes is bad, but
It's the lowest one.
it's the numbers.
I'm not gonna dispute that. No, but guys, it's not even the weakest because he doesn't get relegated.
No, but do you know the team that
It means it's good enough.
Newcastle is at the bottom of the league. Do you know who's the number 10?
Or Saint Maximin.
You cannot fault him on that. The team is not doing good, but
But at least Barnes is carrying the team to
Short guys okay, really, team.
No, but who's scoring the goals? Bentley has to win 1-0 somehow, some way. No, guys. Bentley has to win 1-0 somehow, some way. Who's scoring?
It's either Woods or
It's Barnes.
or Tarkowski.
No, Barnes scores, boy.
Barnes doesn't get 10 goals a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And
But there's no one
yeah,
at Bentley will get 10.
6.
There's no one at Bentley who gets 10 goals, though. So,
That's why I'm sure short guy goals are showing. Okay, we're gonna score 20 goals this season.
yeah.
Let's concede 18.
We're gonna score 20 goals. This is it, let's concede 18. So that's part of that man's plan. So Leeds versus Brentford, what's your predictions?
a 1-0 or not 1-0. Leeds they always go out 3-2.
3-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford, boys. Brentford is taking that. Brentford is not gonna allow Leeds, especially because of the way Leeds plays. It's gonna be a nice game, though. I won't watch it because United is playing at the same time. I was gonna watch it if it was not playing at the same time as United. The other one, obviously, we have Monday Night Football this week.
Monday Night Football.
My favorite thing, Everton versus Arsenal. It's a big game for Everton, especially.
For that, you see, if it was not Everton with a project, I would agree. But right now, Rafa Benitez days they're numbered. And maybe Arteta will just put the final nail on Benitez's coffin. Who knows? Arsenal is going to win that game.
You think?
Yeah.
Who's
You
gonna
see,
take it?
Everton they've become a team that you don't want to watch. They are just too negative as well. Solomon Roydon.
Sorry. Bentley is anti-football. So when other players are playing football, those guys are on an athletic track. They're just running around. They don't want to play the ball.
They are not there to play their football. They are there to make sure that you
Okay,
don't
don't
play
play
your football well.
And to not get anything. How just
That's Atletico. You see, that is Atletico. Atletico, they don't care.
They are
As long as Barcelona.
They don't care.
but they're very essential in the Champions League.
Yeah, but
You remember that other season? Hey, Mare go to bro, guys. They were taken out by Atletico that season. Do you remember?
Yeah, when Christmas
Iniesta
was
scored.
gone.
He came out with what again?
Semi-friendly.
Last.
Oh, cool.
Actually, I think we can
Huh?
it now.
Consistently a cold. Consistent.
Hey,
Without despair.
Kevin. LM7.
Yeah, 3 times he came out as a diamond. 3 times.
Yeah.
Mr. Champions League.
5 fucking times.
As much you see, if you're saying, you
But
can-
it's not a problem. We're gonna Brian.
No,
So Brian.
as much as we are happy about Mr. Champions League, you must also then be happy about the new Mr. Ballon d'Or. Because
You see, to me, not a gold.
when I go to deserve to go to the butcher, slaughterhouse.
I feel like at this point, yeah. I feel like at this point, I don't even know who is supposed to be gold. Just leave it.
Yeah, you must just leave it now.
Yeah, because there have been people who've been great in football.
Yeah, and
And for me, great is not about talent.
I say now, Thomas.
It's more about your story.
yeah.
But anyways,
Boy.
what an episode. Arsenal versus Everton. Prediction.
Oh.
Arsenal 2.
The first opponent to score there, I'm giving it 2-0 for. I like 2-0 now. 2-0
You don't like 2-1 now.
Yeah.
You like clean sheets.
Yeah, no, I like clean sheet for Arsenal.
2-0.
I like that Makhalit's boy. I like him, although he's not. But when he does defend, I do like him.
Who's that?
Gabriel, number 6. I think he wears number 6.
Oh, Gabriel.
Yeah. And he's supported very well by Tavares. Tavares is young, but he's hungry. I like him as well.
He's gonna get benched that one
When who comes back?
Yeah. You can even get to the other side.
Yes. Obviously, Tierney is a better fullback than him, but he's a good competition for Tierney because he offers something different. With Tierney, we know he wants to cross. Him, he's a ball carrier. He offers something different.
Yeah, he is a ball carrier.
But otherwise, just
So 2-0.
Oh, for me, it's it makes sense to 2-0. 2-0.
2-1, man. Everton will score. But they scored against Liverpool. That's not easy, but they scored. I think they should score at least when they're at home. Anyways,
Solomon Rondo.
the longest episode now because of
the Ballon d'Or,
because of that
French award.
because of that robbery that's happened there in France. I wonder that Ballon d'Or is the same thing with that league. It's a farm as well. Farmers Award.
Yeah, that league.
Farmers Award. I think it's a Farmers Award.
Hey, I've been attacked too much for number 7. But it's fine.
It's a
we'll
farmer's
take it.
LM7.
It's fine. We'll take it. Except
Effect.
episode 13 signing out.
At least to 20.